Look at this factory system. It operates at maximum velocity, stamping out identical parts with perfect precision, straight into a void. This is what happens when modern technology companies learn to execute tasks efficiently without ensuring they deliver actual business value. Product strategist Melissa Perry identifies this as the build trap. It occurs when organizations optimize for output velocity, prioritizing the volume of features released over the actual impact those features create for the customer. The cause of this trap is rarely a lack of talent. Instead, the problem is rooted in the architecture of the traditional project-based operating model, which dictates how work is defined and evaluated across the organization. To understand the fix, we have to distinguish between outputs, shipping a specific piece of code on a schedule, and outcomes, measurably solving a specific customer problem. Traditional management measures success by on-time and on-budget delivery. This focus allows a team to perfectly execute a project plan and celebrate a successful launch, even if they produced software that no one actually needs. Escaping the build trap is a structural transition to the product operating model, a systemic redesign of how an enterprise organizes, funds, and governs its teams. High-velocity engineering offers absolutely no strategic advantage if the organizational structure blinds the creators to the customer's reality. This functional matrix isolates designers, engineers, and testers. Projects move via handoffs, introducing friction. This is the principal agent problem. Agents' local incentives misalign with business goals. Silos create information asymmetry. Because teams are measured locally, moral hazard incentivizes optimizing departments over products. When an engineering team is handed a predetermined list of features to build, they are structurally absolved of responsibility for the business results. Their only job is to finish the list. This detachment makes it impossible for delivery teams to build empathy for the customer or understand the why behind the code. Functional silos turn specialists into local optimizers who prioritize the survival of their department over the market success of the product. Correcting incentives starts by dissolving silos into cross-functional, stream-aligned teams anchored to a North Star metric. Leadership provides strategic customer problems, not solutions. The team is empowered to discover the best path. Success shifts from release dates to moving business metrics. This requires a dual-track approach, where the team performs continuous product discovery alongside their delivery work. Discovery involves running rapid experiments and assumption tests to validate that a solution is valuable and usable before committing significant engineering time. Delivery then focuses on building high-quality, scalable code for the ideas that have already been validated. Because the same team owns both tracks, the principal agent problem disappears. Builders are now directly responsible for their research results and code performance. Organizing by persistent value streams creates a direct connection between the act of software development and the business value it generates. As stream-aligned teams scale, managing cloud infrastructure and security tools causes velocity to halt. This barrier is cognitive load. The fix is the platform team, a dedicated layer sliding beneath product teams, providing standardized interfaces to make deploying software completely frictionless. They build a paved road, a set of self-service APIs and deployment pipelines that abstract away the complexity of the underlying architecture. By centralizing these technical capabilities, the organization prevents every product team from having to solve the same infrastructure problems independently. Decentralization only works if the organization centralizes its technical friction into a seamless internal platform. This creates a new tension. Pure decentralization can lead to a chaotic lack of alignment, while pure centralization often brings back the slow, bureaucratic approval cycles of the old model. The Helix model provides a federated solution, splitting governance across two axes. The vertical axis is strategic context, where leadership defines the high-level vision and outcomes. The horizontal axis is execution, where teams have autonomy to make tactical decisions within those guardrails. This model depends on single-threaded leaders, executives who focus exclusively on a single value stream, ensuring there are no competing priorities to slow the team down. These leaders act as guardrails rather than bottlenecks. They empower their teams to experiment and pivot based on evidence without requiring a series of top-down committee approvals. In a traditional hierarchy, a shift in strategy can take months to filter down. In a federated model, a team can adapt in days because they have the data and the authority to act on it. Federated governments balances centralized alignment with the high-velocity execution required in modern tech. Adopting the product operating model replaces the rituals of the feature factory with a new organizational identity. It is a shift in how value is measured and how power is distributed. This architecture creates a bidirectional flow of information. Strategic intents move down from leadership, while validated learnings move back up. Success is defined by discovering and delivering solutions that drive outcomes. The structure relies on synergy between stream-aligned teams and self-service platform layers. Because this model requires radical changes to how departments like finance, legal, and sales operate, the transition demands a mandate from the CEO. Without that cross-functional alignment, the friction from legacy silos will eventually force the organization back into a project-based mindset. A successful transformation allows a large enterprise to act with its full weight and resources while maintaining the speed and adaptability of a small team. Aligning organizational architecture with customer value streams creates a system capable of continuous, data-driven adaptation.